What's up, guys? This is Big D, and once again, you're watching Big D Films. Welcome back once again to the Shattered Glass Saloon, where we talk things motorcycles, but in this particular case, we're talking about the channel and some big announcements that I have and a lot of changes that are going to be coming up in the future. So, with that being said, grab yourself a drink, pull up a chair.
Let me pull up a chair.
And let me talk to you, because there's a lot to talk about, I promise. So, I'm going to try not to drag this out for too long. I even got my bullet points here. I want to make sure I get to everything. Okay? First off, the month of October, by the time this video is released, is literally right around the corner. And October marks a big milestone for Big D Films. Because once October rolls around, it marks the 5-year anniversary for Big D Films. That's right. 5 years. 5 years of filming, 5 years of writing, 5 years of great memories, and a lot of miles. 5 years. It's a big milestone for me. I never would have guessed that 5 years ago when I started this channel, I'd be sitting here doing this and we'd still be talking about stuff like this 5 years later. But here we are. And to celebrate this 5-year milestone, I have a special video trilogy planned. So a group of 3 videos that I'm going to release throughout the month to mark this special occasion. I don't want to give away too much detail about what these 3 videos are going to be about. Not just yet. I'm going to kind of leave it to be a little bit of a surprise. But I have very big plans for that. And I'm very excited. I hope it comes out the way that I want it to and the way that I have planned it. With what it is, there are some factors that are not necessarily in my control. But still, hopefully everything's going to work out and it turns out just the way I want it. And hopefully it's going to be really, really good. And again, I'm very excited for it. So look for that in the month of October as we celebrate 5 years here on Big D Films. Also, not only is it a celebration of where the channel is and where I'm at today, but it is a celebration of how it all began, where it all started. And with that being said, at the time, and for the first 2.5 years, so about the first half of Big D Films, it revolved around one particular motorcycle. And those of you that have been watching my channel for a good lengthy period of time know what motorcycle I'm talking about. And you know that I'm talking about The Undertaker. For those of you who don't know, The Undertaker is very special to me. Always has been, and I believe it always will be. But The Undertaker was a 2006 Harley-Davidson Road King. And it was decked out from front to back. Really, was eccentric. It was extension of me. You hear that, occasionally in the motorcycle community, how their motorcycle is an extension of them and their personality. And this is exactly what The Undertaker was, to a T. And I haven't had any other motorcycle up to this point in my life that, I felt the same way about. And The Undertaker, again, it was here when I first started the channel and for the first, half, and a lot of miles ridden on that bike. A lot of videos I recorded while riding that bike. And several videos that motorcycle, those videos revolved around that motorcycle. It was a very, very big deal. So, to celebrate that, I'm dubbing the month of October Remember the Undertaker month. And my content is going to be related to or revolved around The Undertaker in some way, shape, or form. And that includes the special trilogy of videos that I just mentioned a moment ago. On top of that, even on the social media platforms, Instagram and Facebook, the Throwback Thursdays are also going to be revolved around the Undertaker as well. And so I got a lot of pictures of the Undertaker, and I'm going to be sharing some of them on those platforms as well. So I think it's going to fit really well, and I've got special editions and versions of Road Stories and the Shattered Glass Saloon plan, all revolving around the Undertaker for Remember the Undertaker month. So I'm very excited about those things. Now, that's for the month of October. Going into the month of November, that's when things are really going to start to change for a number of different reasons, all of which I'm going to cover. First, in this state, the month of November pretty much spells the end of the riding season. We might get lucky and get a couple extra weeks at the beginning of November. It's hard to say, it's different every single year, but once winter rolls around, riding season is all but over. And this happens every single year. There's no avoiding it. And what that means is the ride videos are going to stop. And it's unfortunate, but again, this happens every single year. The only difference is, in the past, I never had these videos here in the studio, the Shattered Glass Saloon and Road Story videos to fall back on. So when the winter would come around, I simply would have nothing for you. But now that I have the opportunity and the ability to do these here, I will still be producing videos and content for you throughout that off season. But that does change a few things. Okay. When the ride videos stop, the Shattered Glass Saloon and Road Story videos are going to take over for the ride videos. And what that means is these videos will no longer be released on Wednesdays. They are going to move, but they're not going to move to Sundays. That's another change. They will start to be released Monday mornings. And I'll touch base on that again here in just a little bit because there's much more reasons for that. So, they will be moved to Monday mornings. What that also means is I'm not going to double down on the Shattered Glass Saloon and Road Story videos. Again, they will be moved from Wednesdays. They will not continue to take place on Wednesdays plus Monday. What that means is I'm going to go down to one upload a week instead of two. Now, there are several reasons behind that, okay? But again, I'll touch base on that in a second. So, but what that means is when spring rolls back around and the ride videos start to pick back up again, the ride videos will once again take over for the Road Stories and Shattered Glass Saloon videos. I've said it before and I'll continue to say it. This channel has always been and always will revolve around the ride videos, riding to different locations, discovering new locations, and taking you on the ride with me when I discover and experience these things. That's what this channel is about. These other things like this are just some extras that I wanted to be able to put together for you guys. Now, when the ride videos take back over in the spring, the Shattered Glass Saloon and Road Story videos will not move back to Wednesdays. What I'm saying is, come November, I'm going to go down to one video and one upload a week, and I plan on continuing that for the foreseeable future, just going forward. Now, the reason that I'm going to go down to one upload a week, quite honestly, to the big reasons. First off, you guys, I'm getting exhausted. I really am. This is taking a lot out of me. Even when as I sit here and I record this video now, I've just got off another lengthy 10-hour shift at work. And it's like 2:30 in the morning, and I'm tired. And I've been doing this for the last couple months. And when I originally came up with this idea to wanting to do this, I believe it was a little over ambitious. I should have started with just one upload a week and tried to stay on that schedule going forward. But instead, I decided to, get on a schedule and then upload even more to accommodate that schedule. And so it's really wearing me down. It's taking its toll on me. It really is. And if work would ever just go back to 8 hours, I'd have a little more time. I'd be able to continue to do this, but it's getting very difficult for me to continue to do this because I got to come home and record this, and then throughout the rest of the week try to edit it a little here and a little there whenever I get a chance and whenever I can, whenever I just don't feel so, dead tired to be able to try to get it done and accomplished and get it done so that you guys can see it. So that's going to help a great deal on that aspect. On top of that, I love doing this. Don't get me wrong. I absolutely love doing this stuff. But I do have other things that I enjoy doing in my life. I have other things that I'm interested in, that I'm passionate about, that I simply do not have the time to do at all right now. And it can be some of the simplest of things. Like just even being able to have a chance to hang out with some friends, have a drink or two. I'm not getting an opportunity to do that very often. Well, another one of the big things, and it's really important to me, is I don't even have time to spend with my wife. And she works day shift during the week. I work second shift. We literally don't even see each other during the week. So all we have is the weekend. And even during the weekend, I'm spending a lot of time doing this, or down here in the studio, or if I'm not recording something, I'm editing and producing something. We might get together and, we'll have a chance to do dinner or something, but then I'm right back down here at it again. And it's not fair to her, and it's not fair to us, as a couple, as a married couple. It's not fair to us to not, have some type of relationship here, And so something had to give, something had to change, and this needs to happen. But the thing is, I've been struggling with this 2 uploads a week. Going down to 1 upload a week will also make it a lot easier to stay on schedule. For instance, going back to moving the upload date to Monday mornings instead of Sunday mornings. I've had it happen a couple times already where I either have to work Saturday, or the weather's really bad, or I have just some other prior commitments, or priorities, and I can't record on Saturday like I'd like to. Therefore, I can't get the video done and uploaded for you guys for Sunday morning. So I try to compensate for that. And I try to, record something Sunday and try to get home and get it done and get it uploaded as quick as I can Sunday night. But to me, I already felt like I've already, missed my upload time. I've already missed my schedule. And that bothers me. It bothers me a lot. So, what this will do is, especially when riding season comes back around in the spring, if I can't ride and record on Saturday, then that gives me that opportunity to do that on Sunday and still get it done and uploaded for you guys on that scheduled date, which would be the Monday, without fail. I should never miss that upload date at all. Now, again, I don't want to stop doing the road stories and the Shattered Glass Saloon videos, but I have a couple different ideas on that. One, either I can just, record a couple of these and kind of keep them for a backup. So if there is a weekend where I just simply can't get out at all, I'm either too busy or work or weather or just, other things in life keep me from being able to record some kind of a ride video for you guys, I'll be able to post one of these videos in its place. So I can still get something to you guys on Monday. Again, without fail, and I should never miss that for any reason ever whatsoever. So that's the idea there. There's another idea I've been kind of throwing around. I haven't quite decided yet, but again, when riding season rolls back around, maybe if I designate a certain specific Monday every month, either the second Monday or the third Monday or whatever, and I'll set a specific week aside to put out either a Shattered Glass Saloon or Road Story video instead. And that also would give me a little time to, plan some of my next ride videos. So I may do it that way too. I do want your opinions on that. Would you rather me just, filter these videos in, when I can't get a ride video done, or would you like me to set aside a specific week and time to do one of these? I think it would change it up a little bit, change up the content a little bit every month. At least you'd have one of these instead of just the ride videos. But I want your opinions. Let me know what you think, because I'll take that all into consideration going forward. But the one thing that shouldn't change is the Throwback Thursdays. That should be easy enough to do. I still plan on doing that on the Facebook and Instagram pages. That shouldn't change whatsoever. But all of these other changes are going to be happening, and I think it's going to help me a great deal going forward. I'll have more time to invest in every individual video, to, produce them and edit them the best way that I can, so I can give you the best content I absolutely can, on top of giving me just that little bit of extra time to try to enjoy a few of my other things that I do enjoy in life. So, again, I know that was a lot. That's why I even had the bullet points. I needed to make sure that I got it all. So, that being said, quick recap and we'll get out of here. So, the month of October, we're celebrating 5 years, and to celebrate, we're going to have a special video trilogy. Also, the month of October is going to be Remember the Undertaker month, where I'm going to have most of my content revolve around the Undertaker in some way. The changes is once riding season is over, the Shattered Glass Saloon and Road Story videos will take precedence at that time, and they will move to a Monday release date. And when spring rolls back around, we'll continue just with the one upload a week, and I'll filter in the Shattered Glass Saloon and Road Story videos somehow, some way, but the ride videos will take priority at that time. I believe that is everything. So I apologize if this is a little long. I try to get through it as quick as I can, and I also apologize that for these changes. I've tried very hard to continue things going the way that I have, and none of these changes that I've talked about will take place until the month of November. So we still got the whole month of October. Remember the Undertaker month, and the special 5-year anniversary, where I'm going to be sticking with this schedule the best that I can. And then by the time November and riding season's over, then these changes will start taking place. But I kind of had to do something, and I apologize again that things are going to start getting reduced, and I have to do things this way. But if I want to continue to be able to do this and do it to the best of my ability, I got to scale it back just a little bit and focus on each individual thing a little bit more thoroughly. So again, drop your comments below. Let me know what you guys think about all of these special events and these changes, and specifically the thing about the Shattered Glass Saloon and Road Story videos in the spring. How would you like me to release them? I'm very curious to know about that. But with that being said, that's it for me for now. And what that means is the Shattered Glass Saloon is closed. But drop your comments below, and so we can keep this discussion going in the after hours. With that, I guess I have nothing further. So again, if you like this video, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell so that you know the next time the Shattered Glass Saloon is open for business and we can have another one of these discussions. Almost forgot. There was one thing I almost forgot. Excuse me. One quick thing. Also, drop in the comments below some ideas, some motorcycle-related topics that for when the winter season rolls around, I'm going to need some things to talk about. I got a list of things. I got a pretty good list started of different things that I can talk about here on Shattered Glass Saloon. But if there's anything that you'd like to hear me talk about or that you would like to start, if you want to become the conversation starter for the Shattered Glass Saloon, drop your ideas in the comments below as well. But with that, that's all for me. I am Big D. You've been watching Big D Films. And until next time, we will catch you down the road.